Dear friends, welcome to my channel Education and Career Success. Dear friends, in the last video we talked about some of the time management tips for students. In this video we are going to talk how to use Parkinson law to study better. Now let's start. Parkinson law is based on a statement made by famous British historian and author C.N. Parkinson. It states that work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. Generally, we keep complaining that 2 days' time is not enough to submit an assignment, and 2 months' time is not enough to prepare for an examination, and 6 months' time is not enough to complete a project, and so on. But according to Parkinson law, people work better only when there is time pressure. The more you postpone your work, the more complex it becomes. You might have experienced this time pressure during exams, writing assignment, homework, project work. Whenever you have more time, you become more negligent. Suppose when you are given 1 month time to complete an assignment, you take complete 1 month to finish it. When you are given 1 week time to complete the same assignment, you take complete 1 week to finish it. When you are given only 1 day to complete that same assignment, no doubt you complete it within a single day. According to Parkinson law, the more time you have, the more time you waste. The amount of time you give for a task is equivalent to the amount of time the task will take. Say example, student A completed his assignment in 1 hour. Student B completed the same assignment in 1 week, and student C was not able to complete his assignment. Assignment is the same, but why one student was not able to complete it? Other student was able to complete it in a week, and still other student was able to complete it in a single day. Here the logic is, student A was given only 1 day time to complete the task, so he felt urgency. The student B was given 1 week time to complete his assignment, so he expanded his work as time expands. And the student C was not given any deadline, so he completely forgot about the assignment. According to Parkinson law, when the deadline is short, you do the task quickly. When the deadline is long, you are likely to ignore the task. When there is no deadline at all, the task will be never ending. You forget the task completely, as in the case of student C. Student A took only 1 day to complete the task, but student B took 1 week to complete the same task because student B was given more time, so he expanded his work as the time was expanded. The essence of Parkinson law is to set a deadline for every work. Set a reasonable deadline. Set as much shorter deadline as you set never before. You can apply this Parkinson law to your project, assignment, exams, and also to your goals. Say for example, suppose you spend 15 hours to complete a record. Now try to complete the same record within 10 hours so that you can save 5 hours of time for another important task. Please remember, when deadline is long, you minimize the available time and your attention span is diverted in different directions. When your deadline is short, you maximize the available time and use your maximum potential to complete your task. Remember, the more you postpone the task, the more you generate complexity. Say for example, you finish the exam with deep attention when your exam duration is only 3 hours, but the same exam duration is extended from 3 to 10 hours, then what will happen? Your attention is diverted. Then the task becomes more difficult. So use Parkinson law to assign the right amount of time for every task. Set a deadline, but deadline should be shorter than before. It's not a good idea to give 1 week deadline for 1 day work and 1 month deadline for 1 week task. Say example, if you think you can complete the task within a month, then give only half of the month. So if you think you need 30 days to complete your syllabus, you just give 15 days and tell your mind that you have no extra time. Unless you maximize available time, unless you create a time pressure, you cannot complete any task within time. Remember, the shorter the deadline, better the outcome. Similarly, create a specific study routine every day. Plan your study night before. Make sure both reading and writing should be permanent part of your study routine. Define your morning routine for reading activity and your evening routine for writing activity. Be consistent with time and place. Same time, same place improves your level of concentration. Every evening, spend at least 2 hours for writing activity, such as notes or assignment or project or record. Prepare notes when your classroom memory is still fresh in your mind. Otherwise, you forget the key ideas discussed in the classroom. Design your own notes. Pay attention to diagrams, chart, graphs, pictures and colors that stimulate your memory. Create notes with examples. Create your own quiz. Set a time limit and write a trial exam as soon as your preparation is over. Maximize your daytime study. Night study causes sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation reduces brain functionality that eventually lead to less working memory. Studies have shown that people who are sleep deprived have trouble on concentration. Plan your studies for a week. Set a deadline for every unit and every topic. Study one topic at a time, then complete it. If you are not able to complete the topic, this is where Zeigarnik effect comes into picture. It is found by Russian psychologist Bloomaz-Zeigarnik. Bloomaz-Zeigarnik effect is the tendency to remember incompleted task better than the completed task. According to Bloomaz-Zeigarnik, incompleted tasks stick in your mind more than completed one. Just as completed tasks give a sense of accomplishment, so incompleted tasks create a sense of anxiety in your mind and act as a barrier. So once you start a particular topic, try to finish it. Zeigarnik effect is also comes into picture when watching TV serials and playing video games. This is the reason why most of the people addicted to video games and TV serials, because they cannot give up them in the middle of it. So if you are serious about studies, be away from all distractions. Use the Zeigarnik effect to achieve your goals. In order to study better, you have to create a learning environment. Research states that environment plays a major role molding your character, behavior and your attitude. So create a study group with students of learning mindset. Create a study group with students of individual talents. Create a study group with students of similar goals. As you learn every topic, explain or teach the topic to your friend. The method of teaching or sharing ideas to groups work better on brain performance and also help you to retain the information. Well friends, these are the tips that help you to save your time and study better. You can apply these tips to study more in less time. Thank you. Happy learning.